Hello Aries, and welcome to Looking Glass Letterbox. This is the March 2019 overview for the month of March for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Also, if you would like to contact me, you can do that at looking.glass.letterbox@gmail.com. If you would like to make sure that you are notified whenever new readings are available on the channel, please subscribe. And you can click the bell for notifications so that you're alerted whenever something new is posted. Otherwise, it will just show up in your subscription feed if you do the standard subscription. It is Pisces season, y'all, so if you are feeling a little foggy, a little dreamy, a little disconnected, like the edges are kind of fuzzy, you can't see quite clearly, and you feel disengaged, you are not alone. It is Pisces season. It's a super dreamy season, super emotional, super sensitive, super intuitive. I did the weekly reading and posted that, and there are messages of insight and inspiration all over the place, ready to be discovered, hidden information ready to be revealed for everyone this week. It makes sense. It is the end of the zodiac year. Pisces is the final sign in the zodiac, and then we begin again with Aries next month. So, inspiration, divine guidance, magic sparks of information that catalyze for change are available to carry forward into the next cycle throughout the rest of the year. Okay, and Aries, you have the world, the whole wide world informing your reading today. This is bottom of the deck, and this is wholeness and completion. So if you just if you are about to reach a pinnacle of achievement, or you are Aries, you are the next sign, you are about to gear up for a whole new world and a whole new year and start with you in a few weeks. So definitely a cycle of completion and achievement and leveling up. All right. So this card is going to be about how you feel right now about yourself, and you feel powerful. My goodness, Aries, you certainly feel powerful, wildly capable, like you have all the resources, all the magic, all the ability, and the spark of divine inspiration is just floating around in the ether, waiting to be caught. So that's an excellent space to be in right now for you. This is what you want to know right at the moment. 6 of Cups. Okay, this is related to nostalgia and childhood. So clarity on where you've been, what you've done, relationships and fulfillment that you have had and achieved and have been reciprocated to you, healthy cycles, healthy relationships, healthy emotions, healthy foundation. And the 6 is related to growth. You're ready to commit to being involved in something, possibly a romantic relationship, if not a romance or a marriage or something of that nature. Possibly you are preparing to have a child or another child, or if you have children, or even just something that you are ready to commit to emotionally to grow, to inspire growth and further along the course of some sort of achievement or relationship. Okay? This is what you are afraid of, what you fear, what concerns you. Stagnancy, intellectual stagnancy, or being trapped. Swords are our thoughts, our intellect, our communications, but mostly it's what we think, it's what's in our head. So it's our stories. The stories that we've accepted about our past and ourselves, related here to the 6. The story that we've accepted about what we are capable of achieving. Our intellectual understanding of ourselves and what we are capable of and what our history has been. is what either enables us to strive and achieve greater things, or prevents us from moving forward and keeps us stagnant and keeps us from growing and keeps us from trying to achieve something that we have not yet attempted to achieve. It keeps us stuck and suspended animation so that we cannot move forward. All right, so this is 100% self-resistance. It's your mind holding you back. So you need to divorce yourself from this old story. Check your perspective, check your understanding. It's possible that you've misunderstood things from your past or misunderstood certain things, and whose stories, whose words, whose thoughts are actually running through your head. Sometimes we hear somebody else say something to us for so long or so many times that it starts running on repeat in our own mind, and we start to believe that just due to the repetition. The neural pathway is carved and formed, and the thought is going to stray there unless we and be reinforced over and over and over again unless we consciously do something to stop that. So this is self-limiting belief, self-limiting story, self-limiting perception. All right, and that is in the place of fear right now. So that's actually all right, because you are in complete control of this. You can rewrite your story. You can re-examine things. You can decide that that person is wrong and doesn't know what they're talking about. That person is wrong and doesn't know what they're talking about. You know yourself, you know what you want, and you know what you would like to be capable of. If there is something that you don't think you can do, but you would still like to do it, you're a human being. Human beings are full of potential and are capable of learning and achieving. So if there's something that you would like to do that you don't believe that you can, try. And if you don't know how to try, find someone who has done it and ask them to show you how, or watch them and see how they do it and try it on your own. All right. So disclaimer, if it puts you or someone else in physical harm or danger, make sure you seek out a mentor or professional to help you out. Don't go jumping off a roof just because you've never done it before. Don't do that. Safety first, everybody. Safety first. Okay, and this is what is supporting you. The decision, intuition, intellectual decision grounded in intuition. You know what choices are available to you. You haven't selected a choice yet, perhaps. Maybe it's because some of this needs to be cleared up and some of this needs to be reconciled and reviewed in order to do that. But you have a choice that you have come to, and you're weighing up your options, and it's grounded in trusting your intuition to decide which path to take, which decision to take. This card is going to be what challenges you, what's resisting, what's pushing back at you. Okay, 5 of Cups. Disappointment, despair. 5s are about adversity. Cups are about emotions and relationships and our emotional understanding of ourselves and our lives and things of that nature. This is despair and disappointment, grief over loss. But again, this is perception. In the traditional card of the traditional deck, there's 3 cups spilled, and there's 2 full cups still behind them. So it depends on what you're looking at. If all you do is look in the direction of what you've lost, that's not going to help support you to move on. All right, that's this. Staying stuck and looking at all of those old stories, all of those old impressions and old thoughts that make you feel sad, that make you just continue to stay in your grief or stay in your inactivity or stay static. You got to stop looking in that direction and turn around and look at the 2 cups that you still have. That's what the Six of Cups here, it supports emotional growth and reciprocation. What you still have, what nurtured you, what nourished you, what replenishes you. This is only staring at the loss. So stop staring at that. The 5s are about adversity, but it's adversity in service of growth. This is a test or a challenge that you've come to, that you need to meet, that you need to get through or triumph over or process through and come out the other side so that you can get to the 6 and inspire growth and carry on the path. All right, so this is a challenge that you are supposed to meet. It's resistance that is important to your development. It is temporary though. So remember, don't dwell too much on what you've lost. Acknowledge it, accept it, but then turn around, change your perspective, look what you still have, and decide where you're going and what you're going to manifest. Okay? Don't stay stuck in despair. Don't stay stuck with the loss, because that's going to leave you standing still and feeling bad. And this card is your outcome for the month. Oh, information to be revealed. 7 of Swords is all over the place. Like I said, there is hidden information and secrets and divine inspiration just waiting to be plucked out of the ether. So something will be revealed to you, or you are going to be ready to reveal some information at the end of the month that is going to unlock a whole new world. And right under that, you have emotional fulfillment, and you have financial stability, and you have celebration of achievement. Glorious, glorious, glorious. All right, so look for that message towards the end of the month. Look for that little key piece of information that is going to unlock the door to this whole new universe, this whole new world. All right, we're going to clarify. Clarify this 8 of Swords and see maybe what thoughts to look at to begin dismantling or letting go of or moving on from. Time, 10 years. So 10 is the Wheel of Fortune, change of course, turn of the wheel. Destiny, time moving on, with or without you. This is inevitable change. It is coming whether you like it or not. So you can stay in a state of discontent and despair and limited possibility and negativity, or you can roll on forward, let that go, and chart a new course, a new path, decide to go in a different direction. All right, you're going to be tested along the way, because the universe is going to ask, do you really want to change? Because you can fall back into old habit if you want to. It's not a problem for me. It's your option. It's your choice. So if significant change is important to you, if you're ready for a new path and ready for new manifestation and new discovery and new world, remember that you're going to have the option to fall back into old habit. You have to consciously make the decision to move forward and not repeat old habits and not repeat old story and not repeat old thought and not sink back into old losses. Okay, let's see about this information, this hidden information. See if we can get a clue as to what that is in regard to. Oh, an offer. See, man. This is emotion. This is the Knight of Cups, and this is active motion. So this is a message or an offer moving toward you. It's artistic and introspective. It is romantic and charming. This cup is full. There is something substantial within this offer of emotional, again, Aries, you have some emotional fulfillment available to you if you can overcome your negative thought, your negative story, your old news. You got to let go of the old news and change course for this bright new future. So it could be an offer of love. It could be a proposal that you're going to be in a position of offering or receiving. Are you going to be in a state to be receptive to it? If you're still here in grief, you're not in a state to be receptive to a proposal of anything. Okay? You're not in a state of being ready to move on. If you reconcile and assess and look back and, are generous of spirit and of emotion to forgive what needs to be forgiven and to accept what needs to be accepted and move on from it so that you can grow and take inspired and intuitive, decisive action, then you're in a place to accept the offer of a new world and to manifest a whole new existence. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, we got eight of Wands. So, 8 of Wands is sudden movement and change. So it's a very active card, very swift movement, possibly a lot of offers coming at you, or a lot of information coming at you, or a lot of change happening all at once. So, so a lot of that's not the first time that's come up for March. So March is going to be a pretty reactive, pretty active time of release and acceptance and acquiring new things and letting go of old things. Beautimous. Okay, so Aries, we're going to do one more card, and this is the Animal Spirit card, something to keep in mind as you're carrying on throughout the month to consider. That will hopefully assist you in taking decisive action, or with taking a step back and having patience. Either way. All right, and for Aries, the Otter. Oh, very playful, very happy. Water, again, emotional. So it looks, Aries, it looks like you have to overcome intellectual resistance and hindrance to reach emotional stability and fulfillment. All right, and the Otter is water again. Little Otter is unobstructed joy, playfulness, and contentment. When the Otter is in balance, it's full of love and it needs nothing. When it's out of balance, it's gloomy, it sighs, it makes silly excuses. To bring it into balance, dance party or celebration. Excellent advice. Okay, so this is about embracing joyfulness, playfulness, being content, not looking around and seeing what you don't have, but looking around and seeing what you do, being grateful with it, light of spirit. Again, children, nostalgia, looking back, being grateful for what was, not being weighed down, not being gloomy and stuck in grief, but being energetic and releasing doubt and worry and skepticism, imagining what's wonderful and what's fun and what, sort of that wondrous curiosity that you look around, that you used to have, in youth, and wondering about the world because it was your first journey through it, and celebrating, the little fantastical things that, as an adult, you sort of glance over, you sort of look past and look through. It turns into wallpaper and you forget how amazing it is when the crocuses come up in the spring, from a snowy, cold, icy, barren landscape into all of a sudden little shoots of green and purple coming up through the snow. That is a wondrous, delightful thing to behold. My goodness. So checking in with that as this whole new world awakens and you start to decide what to manifest and what to make happen, and let go of all of this old negativity and old grief that you no longer need to carry with you, and discover what's new and wonderful. All right, that is all that I have for you today, Aries. I am going to be posting special readings for St. Patrick's Day, good fortune readings, so look forward to that. You can subscribe and click the notification bell to be notified when that's made available. I will also talk about some other projects that I have been working on in that video. I also posted the weekly video yesterday, so that is going to be available. I posted it late this week. Sorry about that. And if you have any questions, you can contact me at looking.glass.letterbox@gmail.com. Have a good March, you guys, and I'll see you in the next weekly reading.